Good evening. I'd like to call the Village of Round Lake Beach Board meeting to order for Monday night, November 18th, 2019. I am trustee Margie Cleveland. I'm sitting in as mayor pro tem this evening. I'm going to ask our clerk to call the roll, please.
Trustee Husk?
Here.
Trustee Valdez?
Here.
Trustee Stout? Here. Trustee Nichols?
Here.
Trustee Cleveland?
Here.
Mayor Hill?
Would everyone please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Oh,
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At least we all knew where to look.
Our next item is the approval of the agenda. If there's no changes or additions, can I have a motion to approve that?
So moved?
Second?
Motion by trustee Nichols and a second by trustee Husk. All in favor?
Aye.
And we have the October 21st, 2019 council meeting minutes. Does anybody have any changes, corrections, deletions? Hearing none, can I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Okay. Motion by trustee Stout.
Second.
Second by trustee Valdez. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next item is approval of expenditures. We have expenditures of $1,444,172.74. Does anybody have any questions on these expenditures? Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve?
Second?
Motion by trustee Stout and a second by trustee Nichols. Can I ask our clerk to please call the roll?
Trustee Stout? Aye. Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
And we have no ratification this evening. Do we have any standing committee reports?
I do have another.
Okay.
I'd like to take the time to let everyone know the Village of Round Lake Beach annual tree lighting will be Friday, November 29th at 6 p.m. here at the Village Hall. The reception will follow at the Civic Center with Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. We'll have hot chocolate, crafts, and music. Please make sure you come out and see us all. It'll be a great evening. We have donors this year of Love and Oven Cakery, the Starbucks, Walgreens, and Home Depot all helping us out with all the craft and food and beverages. So please come out and see us.
Thank you, trustee Nichols. Do we have any other reports?
Yes, I'd like to say thank you to Public Works. We had a couple of bad potholes over behind the beach school and approached Administrator Kilbane, set everything in motion. They have patched those holes. And due to that, I think it takes the potential for any of the kids to get hurt as they're walking along there. Thank you.
All right, let's start back with one more, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
The Illinois Brass Band Holiday Concert will be December 8th at the Round Lake Beach Civic Center as well, starting at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So please make sure you come out and get that, see that as well. They're always a good time, enjoyable.
Any other standing committee reports? Okay. Next item is mayor's report. We have a couple of proclamations tonight, and the first one is on National Children's Grief Awareness Day. And I don't know, most of you probably don't know that 68% of our children under the age of 18 have seen some sort of, or had some sort of traumatic event in their life, tragedy, whatever it may be. Can I have our clerk please read the report, the proclamation tonight?
National Children's Grief Awareness Day. Whereas Rainbows for All Children has spent the past 36 years advocating for and working to meet the need for community and support that children require when they are grieving a lost or missing family member, and currently supports children 3 to 18 years of age in 32 states. And whereas Children's Grief Awareness Day was created in 2008, Children's Grief Awareness Awareness Day is observed every year on the third Thursday in November, the Thursday before the U.S. holiday of Thanksgiving. This time of year is a particularly appropriate time to support grieving children because the holiday season is an especially difficult time after a death. And whereas Children's Grief Awareness Day seeks to bring attention to the fact that often support can make all the difference in the life of a grieving child. It provides an opportunity for all of us to raise awareness of the painful impact that the loss of a family member has in the life of a child, an opportunity to make sure that these children receive the support they need. And whereas Children's Grief Awareness Day is a day during which individuals, communities, and the United States to recognize the unique issues that children face when they grieve a lost or missing family member, to acknowledge and to support these youth. And whereas it is fitting and proper on Children's Grief Awareness Day and on every day to recognize the vast number of children, 7 in 10 youth, dealing with grief and loss in the city of Round Lake Beach. And whereas Children's Grief Awareness Day is an opportunity to encourage citizens to support youth who are grieving throughout this holiday season and during other times of the year. Now, therefore, I, Richard Hill, Mayor of the Village of Round Lake Beach, do hereby proclaim November 21st, 2019 as Children's Grief Awareness Day in the Village of Round Lake Beach.
Thank you.
Oh, there's more.
Oh,
And encourage all citizens to recognize and support these at-risk youth in every way possible.
thank you. Can I have a motion to approve the proclamation? Motion by trustee Valdez. Second by trustee Stout. Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Stout? Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye. That is approved. Our second item under Mayor's Report is School Choice Week. And School Choice Week is to educate people in the community about the choices of education available. Can I have our clerk please read that report, that proclamation?
Round Lake Beach School Choice Week. Whereas all children in Round Lake Beach should have access to the highest quality education possible. And whereas Round Lake Beach recognizes the important role that an effective education plays in preparing all students in Round Lake Beach to be successful adults. And whereas quality education is critically important to the economic vitality of Round Lake Beach. And whereas Round Lake Beach is home to a multitude of high-quality public and non-public schools from which parents can choose for their children, in addition to families who educate their children in the home. And whereas educational variety not only helps to diversify our economy, but also enhances the vibrancy of our community. And whereas Round Lake Beach has many high-quality teaching professionals in all types of school settings who are committed to educating our children. And whereas School Choice Week is celebrated across the country by millions of students, parents, educators, schools, and organizations to raise awareness of the need for effective educational options. Now, therefore, I, Richard Hill, do hereby recognize January 26th through February 1st, 2020 as Round Lake Beach School Choice Week, and I call this observance to the attention of all of our citizens. Round Lake Beach, Illinois, to be affixed this 18th day of November, 2019.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve that proclamation?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Nichols, second by trustee Husk. Can I have our clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Stout.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland.
Aye. All were in favor. Thank you. Do we have a clerk's report tonight?
We don't.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to our items of business. We have an ordinance authorizing an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Round Lake Beach and the Greater Round Lake Fire Protection District regarding the use of Village Hall. Could we have Administrator Kilbane explain a little bit on that?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
The fire department will be doing some renovation to station number 2. And they found it cheaper to actually move out of the station while they're doing the renovation, so they're looking at placing some of their personnel in various public facilities within the Round Lake area. They've identified Round Lake Beach to house at least 2 of their personnel in an office that is located in between the Village Hall and the police department. This agreement covers the renting at no charge to the fire district for the use of that office for a period between roughly today through the middle of next year. So we're looking for the board to approve that agreement between the fire district and the village.
Does any of the board have any questions? Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve this?
So moved?
Motion by trustee Nichols, second by trustee Stout. Can I have a clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Stout?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye. Our second item of business is an ordinance establishing regular meeting dates for 2020 for the village board and village committees, boards, and commissions. Can I please have Administrator Kilbane explain a little?
Yes, this is a housekeeping item each year. At the end of the year, the village board has to set its meeting dates for committee meetings, council meetings, also for the planning commission meetings, and they have to do it for the previous year. So we're asking the village board to set those dates. Again, the committee meetings are on the first and second Mondays of the month. Council meetings on the third Monday of the month. And planning and zoning commission meetings are on the first Thursday of each month.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Can I have a motion to approve those dates?
Second.
Motion by trustee Huss, second by trustee Valdez. Can I have our clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Valdez?
Who's that?
Trustee Valdez? Trustee Stout?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
All right. Our next item of business is a resolution authorizing and approving an award of contract to Compass Minerals America Incorporated in an amount not to exceed $115,458. Could I have our Public Works Director help explain that a little bit?
Yes, this item is to purchase, we usually have two vendors. This one is through the state of Illinois as a joint purchase throughout the state. And Compass Minerals was the low bidder for this year, so it's half the tonnage that we buy for the salt during winter operations.
Thank you. Does anyone on the board have any questions? Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve this resolution?
Second?
Motion by trustee Stout, second by trustee Nichols. Can I have our clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Stout? Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
That is approved. Our next item of business is resolution authorizing and approving an award of contract to Morton Salt Incorporated in an amount not to exceed $108,832. Scott, would you be able to elaborate?
Yes, so again, this is the second half of our supply. To have two vendors, it gives us more flexibility for delivery during the winter months. So this is the Lake County bid, and our vendor's Morton Salt that we've used before.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? Can I have a motion to approve this?
Moved.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Husk and a second by trustee Valdez. Can I have you please call the roll?
Trustee Stout?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
That was approved. We have a resolution authorizing and approving an award of contract to K-Tech Specialty Coatings Incorporated in an amount not to exceed $19,000. Scott, would you?
Yes, so this is the material that we use to pre-treat the roads prior to icing and snow events. We also use it to pre-treat the salt during the colder parts of the year. It activates the salt a lot faster to melt the snow.
Thank you. Does the board have any questions? Can I have a motion to approve that?
Second? Yep.
Motion by trustee Valdez, second by trustee Nichols. Can I have the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Nichols?
Aye?
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Stout?
Aye.
That is approved. Next item is a resolution approving the intergovernmental agreement with Brown Lake School District 116 for the purchase of rock salt. Scott, would you take this one again?
Yes, so since 2017, the Round Lake School District has purchased salt through the village. We do store it for them, and there's a slight handling charge for that. We have the facilities to, and we're central to their operations. And again, we've been doing 17, so this is just renewing this year's intergovernmental agreement.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? Can I have a motion to approve that?
So moved.
Second.
A motion by trustee Nichols, second by trustee Husk. Can I have our clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Stout?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Our next item of business is an ordinance amending the village code regarding the number of allowed video gaming terminals. Chris Heinen, can you elaborate a little bit for us?
The state recently approved an additional gaming machine for video gaming establishments. Currently, it was set at 5 video gaming machines, up to 6. So we just need to update our code to match the state's ordinance.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? Hearing none, can I have a motion?
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Stout and a second by trustee Nichols. Can you please call the roll?
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Stout? Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
That's approved. We have a resolution approving the proposal for property, casualty, and workers' compensation insurance for the village of Round Lake Beach. Finance Director Bueso, can you explain a little bit?
Yes, so our current insurance policies are set to expire December 31st. So we work with West Insurance, our insurance brokers, to go out to the markets and get some premium quotes for us. And we're asking the village board to approve the renewal for 2020. So January 1st through December 31st of 2020. And that's through Trident, Chubb, and the Illinois Public Risk Fund for workers' comp.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? Can I have a motion to approve that?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from trustee Nichols and a second from trustee Stout. Can I have a clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez? Trustee Stout? Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
And that's approved. Next item of business is a resolution approving an agreement with Lauterbach and Amen LLP for accounting services. Finance Director Bueso, can you explain a little bit about that?
So, as you all know, my last day with the village is going to be November 27th. In between the time that between December 27th and a new replacement is appointed, we need somebody with the technical expertise to review and sign off and approve journal entries and other accounting matters, day-to-day accounting functions. And so Lauterbach and Amen is one of the accounting firms that does it for, or does this kind of work for other taxing districts. And so we're recommending that the village board enters into an agreement with them to oversee that.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? Can I have a motion to approve that? Motion by trustee Valdez,
Second.
second by trustee Nichols. Can I have our clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Stout? Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
That's approved. Our next item of business is an ordinance granting a special use permit for an automotive repair shop for the property at 1327 Fairfield Road. Chris Heinen, can you
So this is the old Eagle Automotive on Fairfield Road. It's been vacant for over a year now. The applicant is coming in, basically looking to do the same type of automotive use. So we just needed to reestablish that special use. It was previously granted Eagle Automotive in 2011 with certain departures and conditions. The same conditions would apply to the new applicant, and they've agreed upon those conditions. This was heard at Planning and Zoning. They had a public hearing on November 7th, and they did vote unanimously to move it forward to the village board.
Thank you. Are there any questions from the board? Hearing no questions, can I have an approval or a motion to approve this ordinance?
moved.
Second.
And trustee Nichols made the motion and trustee Huss seconded it. And can the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Stout?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye. Next item of business is an ordinance approving a final plat of re-subdivision for the ATI Lot M4 re-subdivision. Chris?
So ATI has approached the village looking to build a standalone physical therapy medical office on Lot M4. Lot M4 is the lot in front of Meyer. It has the Rosati's Pizza, the Wings Stop. So they're subdividing that into 2 lots so they can create this standalone medical building. There were a few minor changes that needed to be done by the applicant, and the Planning and Zoning did review this on November 7th and moved it forward with a positive recommendation.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve that ordinance? Motion made by trustee Stout. Can I have a second?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols? Can I have our clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Valdez? Trustee Stout? Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
That is approved. We have an ordinance granting certain variations and departures for Lot 2 of the ATI re-subdivision of Lot M4 in the Mallard Creek Shopping Center, Round Lake Beach. Chris, thank you.
This kind of ties in with the re-subdivision. With the standalone building, they needed certain requirements varied in terms of setbacks. Parking was actually met per the village standards, so there was no variance in parking. It was really just the setback variances for this. This again was held on November 7th at the Planning and Zoning Commission and voted unanimously to approve it.
Thank you. Are there any questions from the board? Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve that?
Second.
Motion made by trustee Stout, second by trustee Nichols. Can I have our clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Stout? Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
And that's approved. And our last item of business is a resolution approving an extension of a master power supply agreement. Can we have our finance director, Braso, give us some details on that?
Yes, so our current agreement is set to expire January of 2020, February 2020. And as you may know, we have 2 different programs, the regular and a green aggregation program. This one is for the green aggregation program, so it's renewing with the same company, MC Square. And that would be covering from February 2020 through February 2021. So the village board is asked to renew that agreement with them.
Thank you. Are there any questions from the board? Can I have a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Motion made by trustee Husk, second by trustee Stout. Can I have our clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Stout?
And that is approved. That's our last item of business. Now we are open to public participation. If you'd like to come forward, state your name and your reason for being here, that would be wonderful. We have some guests in the back that I see. Would you like to tell us what you're here for tonight?
So we are here for Great Lake North current issues. Our teacher wanted us to come and just listen to the board meeting and stuff like that, and
Well, thank you for being here. So, does anybody else would like to come forward and say anything?
Yep.
Sure.
Can I have Mr. Scott Hiltz come up here? My name is Nicholas Steinberg. I am a Round Lake Beach resident, and my Eagle project was the Veterans Park off of Cedar Lake in Clarendon. And I would like to present this plaque to Mr. Hiltz for graciously helping me with my whole project.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I also have Round Lake Beach for all your services and, you know, assistance with helping me, guiding me through this project and making sure I kind of stayed on top of it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Again, the park is beautiful. All right, we don't have an executive session tonight for probable pending litigation, land acquisition, executive session minutes, and personnel. So at this point in our meeting, we can have a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Motion by trustee Stout and a second by trustee Nichols. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight.
Grays Lake North.